Hey everyone, here's a question from Figure It Out. This is the fifth question from a chapter A Square and a Cube of a class 8th. The question is, find the smallest square number that is divisible by each of the following numbers 4, 9 and 10. We have to find the smallest number and it should be square number. Square number means perfect square number. And that number should be divisible by 4, 9 and 10. So to find such number, we usually find the common multiple. Now since they have mentioned that smallest, this means we have to find the least common multiple, that is LCM. So we'll find the LCM of 4, 9 and 10. So all the common multiples of 4, 9, 10 are divisible by 4, 9, 10. Right? We have to find the common multiples, but since they are asking the smallest, we are looking for the least common multiple. So how to find the LCM? We'll take all this number together and find the LCM. So this is a ladder method where we'll divide these numbers by the common factor, or we'll just express this number in terms of these prime factors. So we have to divide these numbers only using a prime number. Here 4, 9, 10. Here 4 and 10 are divisible by 2. 2 is an even prime number, so we'll start with 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 9 is not divisible, so we'll write 9 in the next step. 2 times 5 is 10. Now we have 2, 9 and 5. Here 2 is a prime number, 5 is a prime number. 9 is not a prime number, it is divisible by 3. But there is no other number which is divisible by 3, so let's start with 2. So 2 times 1 is 2. 9 and 5 are not divisible, so we'll write this in the next step. Now next we have 9 and 5. So let's divide 9 here by 3. So remember, we have to express this only in terms of prime numbers. So 3 times 3 is 9 and that 5 is not divisible, we'll write that in the next step. We have 3. 3 is a prime number, so 3 times 1 is 3. And 5 is not divisible. Next we have 5. 5 times 1 is 5. Now we have 1 here in the last step, so we can stop. We have to multiply all these numbers. So LCM will be 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. Right? So let's multiply the numbers. What we get? 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12, 12 times 3 is 36, 36 times 5 is 180. So 180 is the least common multiple. Now this should be a square number, perfect square number. So what do you think? 180 is a perfect square number? No, it is not. We have just seen the prime factorization of 180. So let me rewrite this. We got 180, which is the least common multiple of 4, 9 and 10. But we have to check if this is the prime perfect number or not, perfect square number or not. So I have written the prime factorization of this number. This is the same thing because when you multiply these numbers, you get 180, right? So when we express this, we don't have to again do a prime factorization here. We can ignore that step. We already know the prime factors. So if you look at the prime factors, for perfect square number, the prime factors will always be in a pair. Now here we have one pair of 2, one pair of 3, but here for 5 we don't have a pair. This means 180 is not the perfect square number. So this is not the smallest square number which is divisible by 4. This is divisible by 4, 9 and 10. But this is not the square number. We are looking for square number, smallest square number. So how to make this square? If the number is square number, then the prime factors will always be in a pair. Here we don't have a pair for 5. So to find the number, what we will do, on both the sides multiply by 5. So we get 180 times 5, and on the right side 2 times 2, 3 times 3 times 5 times 5. So here we are multiplying both the sides by 5. Now we can see that on the right side we have a pair, one pair of 2, one pair of 3 and one pair of 5. This means 180 times 5, which is 900, is perfect square number. And it's a if you find the square root of 900, it is 30. It's a perfect square number. We don't have to find that. We can ignore that step because they are not asking in the questions. So the number here will be 900. The question here is, what is the smallest square number that is divisible by 4, 9 and 10 is 900. And if they ask you what is the smallest number that is divisible by 4, 9 and 10, that will be 180. This is smallest number, but we are looking for a square number. We had to change it into a square by multiplying 5 on the both sides. So if you get any other number and you have a similar situation where the number is not a perfect square number, then you have to look for the number which is not in pair and multiply that number on the both the side, not only on the right side, on the left side too. So 900 is the number. I hope this question is clear. If you have any question on this chapter or any other chapter or topic, you can drop a comment. I'll try to make a video on it. Thank you so much for watching.